Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to FM22 Journeyman. We're on episode number 4. We're going to be covering Phase 2 in this episode. Phase 2 is 6 matches. There's 4 teams in the group, so we're playing each one twice. Just like a group stage, right? And then the top 2 teams from each group move on to be the Final 4. And that's that Phase 3 that we need to reach. So all we need to do is finish in the top 2. Our first match is going to be against Persis Solo, who was the favorite from our Phase 1 group. In fact, they were the favorite from the entire league. They struggled a little bit. They ended up finishing 3rd in Phase 1 in our group, and we fared decently well. On the road, we drew, even though they slightly outplayed us, and then at home, we pulled off a slender victory. But that means we're in for a tight contest here for Phase number 2. Meanwhile, I don't know how the team's going to react to this one. Finances are desperate. They are so bad within the club, being down in League 2. They're just bleeding money, even though I'm easily meeting the needs on what sort of budget we were handed for payroll. But we're trying to help that a little bit by offloading a few players while we're in a small transfer window right now. I'm not looking to bring anybody in. I'm looking to take the team we have and just thin it out a little bit. One area to thin it out is Gusmawan. Gusmawan is the team captain. 35-year-old veteran center back. He's pretty poor. He was the starting center back when I got the job with the team, but he is so far down the level, especially when we brought in 3 20-something-year-old center backs, including one quite young one. And all 3 of them are well ahead of where he is, and one of the other young players is ahead of where he is. So he's about 5th on the depth chart, meaning he's played very little this season, but he's making 50K. So this will help the team save a little bit of money as we try to wrap up this season. He was on the last year, and I wasn't going to re-sign him anyway, so we were kind of already prepared to part ways, but we're parting ways early. I'm just worried about the dynamics and what that's going to do. So we'll see how this one kind of plays out. I'm going to go ahead and make a parting comment to him, though I don't know what sort of good that's going to do. But fantastic servant. Yeah, there you go. The good news for me is Persis Solo has made the final 8 of the League Cup. And as a result, they had to play a difficult League 1 side. They lost 2-1. And we get to play them just a few days later, so they're going to be coming off short rest. It's going to give us maybe a slender advantage. Hugely important match to not lose. The draw here is perfectly fine, especially considering the other game in our group was an earlier start time, and it ended in a 3-3 draw. So with those 2 equal on points already, both dropping a couple potential points, obviously 3 points would give us a fantastic start to the group phase, the second phase here. But I think more importantly, avoiding losing against Persis Solo, because again, they're the actual overall favorites in the entirety of the league. And even though they didn't have tremendous form, they were outside of the top 4. They finished 3rd, which means they have been finding form of late. We finished the group phase with a couple of draws in matches that we didn't necessarily need to be seeing draws. We probably should have had 4 points, maybe 6 points out of those last couple of games. So our form has dipped slightly. Is that because we already had the cup? Oh, what a free kick. And we trail. Dang, that was a great left foot on that one. Up over the wall, up into the corner. Keeper should have done a bit better. But again, when you're in a short league, you have short man complex issues. It's hard to get up for those. I had one of those myself last night. I am 5'6". What is that? 168 centimeters or something like that. It's not terribly tall. It might be 166. Guido! Oh, nice setup for Eunice, but Eunice misses wide. Should have already gotten us level there before halftime. That was our first shot attempt of the game. Going balanced has not been good for us. We're going to go positive into the second half. Guino, Rudy both on yellow. Sinji a little tired. Ezreisel, terrible ratings to start. And that was all of our XG. I mean, it all came in a moment. We have 2 shot attempts in the first half. There was virtually no highlights. That really the only highlight we saw other than kickoff was their goal on that free kick. And they weren't producing much either, but they were producing a little more than we were. Very quiet first half, really, from both teams. Can't believe that it was that far into the game already that it's halftime. Hey, second half underway. Taking a slightly different tactic, being more offensive, see what we can do. I mean, we really didn't give up much, and it was a long range free kick that, normally you wouldn't bat an eyelash at that. You defend it and you take care of it, but keeper just couldn't reach it and punch that away. So here we are now playing from behind in that somewhat desperate situation. Guido. Sinji. Oh, just wide. Just wide. That's our second chance. Remember, we did have that one ball in from Guido. Guido has really started to step it up, the young player. He gets a ton of yellow cards, so defensively he's a little bit of a liability, and he's on a yellow now, so I don't know how much longer we might want to stick with him, but we're already trailing, so I mean, really, what are we giving up other than having him try? Oh, how does that not go in? What a stop from the keeper, where we couldn't make the big stop. Their keeper has kept them and their hopes of 3 points very much alive as we draw the foul on that one. Did I just see Horella has picked up a knock? Let's go ahead and bring on Mandoen. Okay, Guino apparently having a terrible day, but I don't see it. It's got to be on the defensive end, though I haven't seen them really doing anything on that side. Horella turns, takes it towards the corner. Nice cross. Eunice needs to do better. And my better option on headers is just not available for us. He's still out injured. Should be back soon. That is Hidayat. Ooh, good tackle from Masirin there. Masirin, the new team captain, even though he's in his first year with the club. We started him as Freisel. Okay, you're coming off, buddy. We don't have our left side option. Our left side option is hurt as well. And Sanarto is going to have to come on and play the opposite side. Israel, nice ball through that time, though. Eunice goes towards the corner flag. Crosses for Israel. Mr. Azuzu should have put that one away. I mean, we're missing our chances, and we're nearly out of time. We need to go very attacking the rest of the way. Sinji is pretty tired. Guino rating still not picking up. Let's maybe get fresh legs on there in the veteran, Maidula. 6 minutes of stoppage. We still have a chance. Sinji. Nice ball from Mandoin. Wopey. Overlap. Cross. Ooh, Sonardo. Looked like he was held, but maybe he just missed that. Maidula into space. The finish should have been there. The keeper is absolutely robbing us of glory, where our keeper came up short. Literally. Their keeper has made 2 phenomenal saves. And then, of course, we've also missed 2 close chances. That's 4 goals that we could have, should have had. But would have, could have, should have does not equal points right now. We are trailing. Sinji over the top into some space. He's got Eunice through. That ball is blocked, though, out for the corner kick. And we start with a loss. After a very slow start in this one, the second half, very much us, but the more we got attacking, the more it gave them some opportunities as well. In the end, you would think a point would be deserved. In no way, shape, or form do we deserve to win that. But they had one chance. No, you can't even call that a clear chance. That free kick from such long range like that was not a clear chance. We had 4, at least 3 clear chances. One of those was just good, go up and get the header, and then just couldn't quite get it on target. I'd say we had 3 clear chances, but we only got 2 shots on frame. You're not going to win very many games like that. Both of those required excellent saves from the keeper. So he was only asked to step up twice, and he stepped up. And he was asked to step up big those 2 times. but he stepped up. Their goalkeeper is player of the match for me. All right, let's start with a little good news, bad news situation. Bad news, I totally misread the rules. The group phase was 1 game against each. It was 3 games total, not 2 games against each. I read it back at the start of the season, and not again as we entered the phase. Totally snafu'd that one. Fortunately, in a must-win third game, after we drew the second game, we had 2 road games and only 1 home game in that stretch in the group. The Persis Solo one obviously did not go the way we wanted it to, and Persis Solo do not get through. They got a loss. They got a draw. We got a goal differential advantage somehow because they lost badly in the one loss that they took. Kalteng Putra go through as the group winner, and we win the final one against Solit United in a must-win situation. We got the 3rd-minute goal. We got the 41st-minute goal. They got a consolation late on in the 87th minute. So we are into the semifinals against the same team that we drew on the road in the second game. Also, PSPS and Dewa, the other 2 teams from our group in the first phase, are the other ones in the other semifinal. So we have qualified for the phase that we needed to get to. We've made it into the final 4 and the third phase. So that's fantastic. We've also been without Wopey for the last 2 matches. He was hurt. Hopefully he is back now for the semifinal. We have 2 weeks, so he should be back and available. That'll help with that part. I'm encouraged by where we're at and what the possibilities are going forward. Now, here's the scenario. 2-legged tie, semifinal. Okay? The 2 winners will play for the league title, but both teams will qualify for promotion. The 2 losers, season not done. The 2 losers will play each other for 3rd place. The winner of that will earn promotion. The loser of that will remain in League 2 for next year. So we are right down to the end here. We have 3 matches to go in the season. All right, so semifinal leg number 1. And oddly enough, for a 2-legged tie, it's at neutral grounds for both legs. That's incredibly rare to see, right? You'll see the single match decisive games carried out on neutral territory this late in the season. Cup ties, league ties, whatever the case may be. Mofu finds Eunice through, but Eunice tries to lay it off and doesn't get the ball. The ball gets picked off and lose possession right there. So yeah, it's really weird to see a neutral semifinal be a 2-legged tie. Eunice! Oh, Fauzi carries that inside the goal and guaranteed at least a third of that ball across the line, but apparently not the entirety of the ball, as no goal given. But of course there's no VAR to see if he had or not. So what the ref saw was that ball's not in. We don't even challenge for that header. Whoopi is available today, albeit for 75 minutes. Ahurella loses that ball. Rudy now. Sinji. Ahurella. He's going to turn. He lays it out for Whoopi. There's the cross. Eunice. Poor header. Straight to Fauzi. Like right to his face. Angara also coming back from an injury. We've got a number of guys that got injured here late in the season and could have something to do with why we've had a bit of a dip in form. That and playing some challenging teams. That looked like offside, but it wasn't given, so maybe a little fortunate that he missed. Ahurella takes it to the corner flag. Sidji now with the ball. Whoopi. Can we find a little bit of space? Whoopi lays it out for Rudy. Rudy hangs onto it too long. They closed him down extremely fast there. Mofu turns, brings it the other way to Ezreisel, but he again goes back the original direction. Ezreisel, goal! Offside. That one looked closer to being on than theirs at the other end. AR is not helping us out at the moment. Masirin, Sinji, Whoopi, cross, cleared. Goino cuts inside. Looks like he was fouled, but nothing given or advantage. Sinji. There's Rudy. Mofu again now. Finds Eunice retreating back. Ahurella with the overlap. Nice shot. Could have been better placed. A little bit too much down the middle. We earned the corner kick. Track back. They're going to get it 7-1 on the shots. It's been all us so far. First of two games to play against these guys. We don't need to be overly aggressive. We are in control right now, but that does not mean that we're going to come out ahead. We're going to stay positive. Be nice to get one goal. There shouldn't be some sort of away goal thing as it's neutral. So this should just be the collective. Okay, they possess the ball better and longer than we do, but they don't seem to be threatening the final third. Mofu cannot get to that one, but Guino recovers. Sinji lays it off. Rudy over the top. Eunice offside probably? No? Yes, offside. I think it might have been out for a throw anyway. Okay, Israel. Terrible day. Terrible day. An hour in. Let's see what happens here. Okay, they're going to clear that out. Let's go ahead and bring on... Oh, we don't have him available. Mandoin, I guess. Horella cuts inside. Goal! Goal! That is huge at the hour mark here. Absolutely massive. Okay, I did note that Wopi is only available for 75 minutes, not for the entirety of the game. Great inside cut by Horella. Gets a little bit of space, outrunning his defender, turns up, and then just blasts that thing into the back of the net. That was excellent. That was really, really well done. Okay, hour mark. We want to stay positive. Again, there's another 90 to play, so this isn't just about hanging on to a goal today. This is about what's to come. Okay, Wopi, we're at that 75-minute mark. Let's get him out of there. Sistianto is a bit of a drop-off. Got to worry about that one. Hopefully he can make it through the 15 minutes. Second leg, I believe, is in about 5 days, so we got to keep that in mind. Dangerous position here. Okay, Risky is going to take a risky ball in. Not really. Oh, Guino! No! He gets the yellow. It's a penalty. And probably rightfully so. And the score is level. We go from total domination to one dangerous pass in. I'm not sure Guino actually even caught the man, but he certainly made it look like he was caught and went down. And he might have been. Guino's tackle was very much to the inside of the defender, just trying to stop that ball from going through. Another free kick. Ooh, dangerous. That one hits the top of the crossbar. Here in the final seconds, we're going to go into the second leg tied. Even though we outplayed them today massively. But one moment, and you can see all of their XG on the day. Not all, but the vast majority of it. I mean, about 0.8 worth came from that goal. And I suppose that's because standing on the penalty spot results in 75 to 80% conversions. One change to the side here for the second leg of the semifinal 5 days later. Madula is in for Guino. Guino with a huge mistake on that last one, giving away that penalty. Otherwise, we would be in the lead. And therefore, going with the veteran Madula, the two players are similar, and Guino is prone to mistakes. Obviously, all those yellow cards. Free kick, dangerous position, but no dice on that one. Okay. No second highlights. So either we just gave it away or they called Horella for that one, which would have been weird, but okay. They go for the chip. Misses, fortunately. Ooh, what a save. Hangara, that was massive. Instantly jumping him to be the first player with a 7.0 rating. That was a fantastic save. That ball was destined for the upper corner. And Hangara, again, with height issues, not easy at all, but he flew to get to that one. And we've already gone to the half-hour mark. The domination that we had in the first leg that should have netted more goals, not the same right now. And it's been up to Hangara to keep us in this thing here in the first half. We might need to change something here. For now, I think we need to go balanced. The positive look not doing us anything. We have 17% possession after 38 minutes. Majula, cross. Eunice can't get on the end of that. Oharella wins that ball, though. Mofu, there's a great find there. Eunice turns, goal! Yes! Wow, that came out of nowhere. That really, really came out of nowhere. I mean, we have done nothing. Oharella, big tackle there. Wopi, great find of Mofu. As Rizel turns, finds Eunice, who just turns and blasts it into the net. Defense not putting enough pressure on them there, giving each of them a little bit of time to turn without an extreme amount of pressure. And now, going into half, we've only had one shot. We have .07 XG at the half, and yet we lead. Ooh, ho, ho, ho. We're going to be in trouble if they score, though, based on that first half. 45 minutes. Can we hang on? It's definitely going to have to look different than what the first half looked like. The goal part might have been nice, but the performance was otherwise even more than underwhelming. It was downright awful. Masirin having a really poor day so far. Maidula, that's always the thing. Maidula is always having a poor day, which is why I go for the youngster in Guino, but I think we need the veteran support right now. Masirin fortunately has the speed. That's part of the reason why I brought him in. He's got more speed, and he can play the ball in the air. Oh, that was dangerous, but we get there. We recover. Fortunately, we got to that one first. Otherwise, that was a sure goal. They're all over us at the moment. Angara, decent stop. Coming up on the hour mark. Time wasting? Not yet. Not yet. But we're going to take a lower line of engagement. We're going to back it up a little bit. Just get a little more defensive right now, so we become less vulnerable of giving up goals. Let's hope the defense can step up in a big way right now, and they need to. That's blocked. Paulin heads it away. Is Rizel? Ah, come on. Clear that up the field. You get there. Use that left foot of yours and launch that thing. Sinji, free kick. Hour gone by. Eunice cannot get to the end of that one. They're going to keep it in, too. That's the striker coming way back. Higara, dangerous play. Whoa. Rudy, over the top. Eunice, off to the races. Not offside at all. Terrible call. That was clearly on. 70 minutes. Okay, here we go. Tactical changes coming. Press, yes. Instructions. Time wasting some time. Okay, we don't need the overlap. Keep those fullbacks in defense. Let's start looking at subs. Sinji's tired, but he's playing well. He's so useful out there. So Oharella is the one who is struggling a bit. Fari for either Sinji or Mofu might be a good thing, so we get a slightly more defensive midfielder in there. That can give us a bit of a boost. Let's do one sub and then the other. As soon as that's been made. There you go, that's been made. So Mofu, you're coming off. Let's bring on Fari, who is just back from injury. All right, we're looking good. Defensive. Time wasting. Pick it up. Out of possession. We are already going for lower and much lower. Okay, we've got the defensive block. Let's stick with that, and let's get into the tactics screen here for a second. Can we see this thing out? Less than 10 minutes to go. Wumpy switches play over to the other side, but Eunice just clears that towards the back line. He had no targets there. That was just a defensive move. Uh-oh, dangerous play. Angara gets there, though. Hangs on to it. We've only proceeded 1 minute. There's the clearance. Fari. That's why we brought him on. More defensive. 85th minute. Okay, we have one sub remaining. Anybody really struggling outside of the defense, which is only going to get weaker if we take these guys off. Okay, maybe a Rizel change. 89th minute now. Finally, we proceed the time a little bit, but they do get the ball to the corner. That's out for a corner kick. I thought maybe that was off them. Corner kick. Come on, get it away. Yes. Final minute of regular time. Out for the goal kick. Offside anyway. Okay. Stoppage time. Minute and a half to go. Fari. Majdula. Keeping possession. No, Harlem gives that one away way too easy. Just over 1 minute to play. Ball over the top. Offside, but no flag. That was well offside. He was 3-4 steps behind before that ball was played. Eunice at least gets to that one first. Forces it all the way back to their goalkeeper. Now 40 seconds to play. 40 seconds. Easily get to that ball. Long clearance, though. And they're going to start countering. Risky. Pulls it back. Again, he has the ball. And we've recovered it. Manduin. And then we give it away immediately on the clearance. 5 seconds to see this out. There's the whistle! Promotion. We have made it to promotion, and we will play in the final. This team is destined to head back to League One, and they did it with one shot on target all game long. Only 3 shots, period. Only 28% possession. We had 17% possession, roughly, at halftime. We possessed the ball a little bit better in the second half. A, we slowed it down. B, we were more defensive. We weren't going for the counter in those final minutes. That actually allowed us to kill the game clock down just a little bit as we were hanging on. The one good thing that we did in that game, because obviously offensively we were terrible, the one good thing we did was defensively we held them to an XG of 1.12. A team with 72% possession and the vast majority of attempts should be much better off. And they weren't. As much as they dominated, they didn't dominate. We were strong in the defensive block and held on. All right, folks, we have one match left to play this year. That is the final. But promotion is guaranteed. So we have a new season to look forward to. I have not been offered a new contract. But now that we have achieved the goals, I would surely hope that that is imminent. And we could be heading for one more year with this group. And my first year in the top flight at any level. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.